phrase on everyone's lips this week is immigration reform, or at least that's what several community groups around Georgia are hoping. Today kicks off the Week of Action with several events designed to get people involved in comprehensive immigration reform. I'm Rachel Garrett for GBC News, and the groups held a press conference this morning discussing their schedule and also complaints about 287G. Representatives of several groups in favor of comprehensive immigration reform explained their dislike of 287G, which allows local law enforcement officials to detain arrested illegal aliens.
My kid told me, I have 3 kids. My kid told me, Dad, we're scared of living with it. We're scared of living in Georgia.
We don't have to convince them. They are living every single day the pressure of the law enforcement and the implementation of the 287G.
It undermines community policing.
It's easy for the sheriff to say, "Oh, I'm just dealing with people who are coming here," but it's who's bringing them there. You know, what are they being brought there for?
And we see the formation of gangs, an underworld, because if the police are not going to protect you, you have to protect yourselves.
Jerry Gonzalez from the Georgia Association of Elected Officials and Jamie Hernan from Hernan, Taylor and Lee and others also stressed the importance of fixing the broken system now.
We expect that President Obama will live up to his promise in his campaign that he was going to address comprehensive immigration reform in his first year. Well, the first year has lapsed, and we don't want to wait any longer. So
we must insist that Congress be able to multitask.
And we have to be in the middle, pushing. We cannot allow ourselves to be silent. We cannot allow ourselves to be quietly waiting.
Chuck Efstration is the chairman of the Gwinnett Republican Party. He said on the phone that the first step to any immigration reform is the federal government securing tighter borders. He says border control will ensure national security. The press conference group didn't include tighter borders in its ideal immigration reform, but it did give a wish list of things to include.
Something that's common sense, something that makes sense, something that's enforceable, something that employers can comply with, something that will keep families together.
The group representatives all said the non-immigrant community must get involved for this reform to come to fruition.
This is not just a message for the Latino immigrant community. This is a message for, American citizens who are sitting back and who have been told by whatever their source is what this issue is about. We want those people to take a closer look and find out what's really happening in their communities and listen to the stories of people. It's hard to get.
We will mobilize people to hit the streets, just like we did in the civil rights movement and got rid of Jim Crow, and force the politicians, or let's say it in a nice way, give them the courage to act.
It's not going to happen because someone else allows it to happen. Our community has to be at the forefront of demanding for it to happen.
In addition to the press conference, Galeo also made in-district congressional phone calls and visits and hosted community roundtable discussions in both Athens and Gainesville. For a more complete list of Week of Action events, check out their website at www.galeo.org. For GBC News, I'm Rachel Garrett.